Money at Work, continuing financial education series brought to you by Millionaire Mindset Life. Today's episode centers around the potential effects of world de-dollarization. So recently, you might have seen in the news, there's a growing discussion as well as a growing debate about the potential effects of world de-dollarization, which is basically just the process of reducing the reliance on the US dollar as a global reserve currency or even as a medium of exchange in any international transactions. As the US dollar has long held a dominant position in global finance, any significant shift away from it could have wide-ranging implications on the global economy, financial markets, and geopolitical dynamics. So what are some of the effects? Well, let's start at home here with the US economy. One of the primary effects of de-dollarizations could be the impact on the U.S. economy. The U.S. dollar status as the global reserve currency has various benefits for the United States, including lowering borrowing costs, increased demand for U.S. exports, and then greater influence over global financial and economic systems. If countries reduce their reliance on the U.S. dollar, it could potentially lead to higher borrowing costs in the U.S. For governments and businesses, reduced demand for U.S. exports, and a loss of U.S.'s global economic and financial influence. This could negatively impact the U.S. economy, including its economic growth, its employment, and its overall economic well-being. What about international trade? Well, changes in global financial flows could also result from de-dollarization. If countries shift away from the U.S. dollar, they may seek alternative currencies or payment systems to conduct those international transactions. This could lead to changes in the foreign exchange markets, trade financing, and even cross-border investment patterns. For example, countries may increasingly use other major currencies such as the euro, the Chinese yuan, or the Japanese yen in international trade and investment, which could potentially impact global financial markets and the trading relationships. What about the geopolitical dynamics? The geopolitical implications of de-dollarization are also important to understand. The US dollar status as the global reserve currency has significant geopolitical implications as it provides the United States with a unique position of economic influence in international and global affairs. If de-dollarization occurs, it could potentially shift the geopolitical balance of power and affect the United States' ability to use economic sanctions, financial diplomacy, or other tools it currently uses for economic statehood and statecraft. This could have far-reaching consequences for international relations, global governments, and geopolitical dynamics around the world. Up next is currency. So de-dollarization could introduce currency risk for countries that reduce their reliance on the US dollar. Alternative currencies may have different levels of stability, liquidity, and just overall acceptance in the global markets. And that could potentially impact countries' ability to conduct international trade, manage their foreign reserves, and even attract foreign investment. This could lead to increased currency volatility, higher transaction costs, and potentially create financial vulnerabilities, particularly for countries with weaker currencies or less developed financial systems. What about the impact on interest rates? Well, de-dollarization may also lead to diversification of reserve holdings by countries around the world. As countries reduce their reliance on US dollars, they may seek to diversify their foreign reserve holdings by increasing their holdings of other currencies or assets such as gold or maybe even other commodities. This could impact the global demand for U.S. Treasury bonds, which are widely held as foreign reserves, and potentially affect U.S. interest rates and borrowing costs. Changes in the global reserve holdings could also affect exchange rate dynamics and global liquidity conditions. What about just overall stability? De-dollarization could introduce risk to the global financial stability. Changes in global financial flows, foreign exchange markets, or even reserve holdings could impact the stability and the functioning of global financial systems. For sudden shifts in currency preferences, that can also result in large-scale capital flows exchange rate volatility, and potential disruption to financial markets. The risk could have implications for global economic growth, investment flows, financial market stability, and those potential spillover effects can affect various countries and regions. World de-dollarization has the potential to impact the global economy, the financial markets, the geopolitical dynamics in significant ways that we've discussed today. The effects of this de-dollarization could also include changes in the U.S. economy, shifts in the global financial flows, geopolitical implications, currency risk for some countries, diversification of reserve holdings, and risk to the overall financial stability on the international markets. MillionaireMindset.life. Stretch your thinking, create your vision, and achieve.